Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about a badass XP glitch where you can get any of your powers up to level 60 in insane amounts of short time. But before we get into it, hit the subscribe button, leave me a like, and tell me a comment down below on anything that you might know about this game that we can use to make videos on. Now, I am going to be using these Memogs, which we'll talk about as well. And basically, you can keep absolutely pelting these with damage without killing them, and then you can just get all the XP off it, and I'll show you how. But first and foremost, you need to find some Memogs. That is not good having them there. They might come over and try to attack me. Please go the other way. If I kill these, is the Memogs going to run away? Because that'd be annoying. Please don't run away. I need you for a video. Nope. Good. Everybody die. Okay. That's just a precaution. So you need to build around these Memogs so they cannot run away. So all you need to do is get any kind of foundations that you have. You know, stone is probably the best, and you want to build around them the best that you can. I did not mean to put that one there. One, to protect you from pals on the outside, but two, to keep them locked in is also another reason. Well, that's the only reason, to be honest, because that's what we want to do, is keep them locked in place so they cannot run away. That is not what I wanted to do. I might be able to replace these foundations actually that I've got going on here. Right. Oh, nope. There we go. We build some more. Boom, boom, boom. Right, then we're going to build some walls around the outside. Around the outside, around the outside. You don't necessarily need these, but it's just better defenses from things on the outside. The Memogs are not going to be able to get past the foundations as far as I understand. I don't know whether they can run through the little sections, like these little gaps. Never happened to me before. Hopefully it will never happen to me ever. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we go here, we go here, we go here. You can double up if you want and put doubles on top. Totally up to you. You are building out of bounds of any kind of base, so you want to make sure you have stone on you to be able to build them. Right, I'm going to leave these here for now, and then we're going to go and do some other stuff that you need to do to actually get this done. Hopefully they'll stay there, they won't despawn. If they do, I'll have to find another lot. So if we go into it, we can search the habitat of where this pal is. Now, as you can see, it's pretty much everywhere on the map. This is where I found it, on this island up here, which I'll show you. And I picked this island because it's got a good density of yellow dots, but also it's fairly small that you can fly around it fairly easily and find a pal. Like if you was flying all around on the volcano, you're rarely going to find them. Here, there's a lot of density of them, but it's the entire island, which makes it just a little bit more crazy. Here would be another good place to search, but honestly, this is where I would go, and that's exactly where I went, and I found it within, I think, about 5 minutes of flying here. I could have just teleported here and went up and I would have found them. This is where I just found them, here on the beach on Sakuraja Island. I can't remember what it's called. So yeah, just search around this area, see if you can find them. They're usually in groups of 3 if you have your settings up to have the multiple amounts of pals spawning, or you might just find one. One is fine, you don't need to worry about having 3 of them, but it's just nicer to be able to see them from range. Then you need some kind of weapon to do big damage. You can also put your damage up against pals in the settings too, so that you can one-shot everything. And then we are going to use a Ring of Mercy. So the Ring of Mercy will never allow a target's health to reduce below 1 HP. This is really good for capturing pals, but it's also very good to accrue XP, because every single time you get them down to 1 HP, you will get a bunch of XP. If you keep doing this over and over and over and over and over again, you will keep getting massive amounts of XP, and then when you finally kill the Memog, you will then get all that XP in one go. So as you can see right here, for my Xeno Lords, which I've jumped up to 48 because I just mistakenly leveled them up, I'm going to go find some level 1s and put them into my party. So the 2 things that you need for this is a handheld torch, which you can make in just a normal workbench, and also the Ring of Mercy. Now the Ring of Mercy is in the ancient technology points. So if we go here at level 19, so it's not difficult to make. You can also just loot these from random bosses and stuff in the dungeons and all that kind of stuff, but it's just easier to build it. Very, very easy to build it. And they're the only two things you need. So equip the Ring of Mercy and then have your torch ready to go, and your torch essentially is just going to be able to whack them, set them on fire, and then the fire will finish them off. Now in my party I have level 1 Xenolords, as you can see, and we are going to go fly over to my little base that I built and hope that the Memogs are still in here. Please still be in there. No, now I'm going to go find some more. Right, I found some more, and these are actually in a pretty nice place because there's no other pals around that might attack me. And I found it just south of where I was anyway. So, you know, all around these beach areas, you're going to find quite a lot of them. So now let's build the foundations around them. Right, so I have a little makeshift build here that didn't go the way I planned, but we have them in there anyway. Hopefully they can't get out or sneak out anywhere. So let's just try it. We're going to shoot one. And it goes down to 1 health, but I accidentally hit my base as well. If I stand far enough away, he might not run away, which is pretty good. And then we can just keep shooting and keep shooting. And you can see his health never runs out. And I'm going to just shoot him a few more times and then we'll kill him, and I'll show you that the XP gain is there. Let's just do it there right now. I did not mean to catch him, but you know, we'll go with it anyway. And there you go, 3 million XP. So I went from level 1 to level 51 with about 7 or 8 shots. So you can see that the XP here like this is insane. And obviously, you know, my Xenolords, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to care too much about these ones because, you know, they're not perfectly rolled. But any pal, you need to level up. You know, ones that you've perfectly bred, you can just come here and do this very quickly. And for some reason, they're not running away. Maybe because I'm too far away from them. Usually they'd run like crazy. Like I've never seen them just stand still like this. I'm going to do 4 more shots. And then we can kill them and finish them off. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, I might as well just capture them. Not a bad idea to have some mini-mogs or me-mogs running around. Alright, we'll do 2 more. 1, 2. And then we can capture them. There should be 100% with just exotic spheres. Okay, we can do that. Capture them both and then you'll see it go bang up to level 56. So you can see I got them up there. I shouldn't have caught them, but you know, just for the sake of this video and getting it over quickly and the fact that I'm not going to use these Xenolords anyway, if you just stood there for like half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour, just shooting them over and over and over and over again, those last like 10 levels that, you know, take a lot of XP, you can, you know, just abuse this and get it done. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you're thinking down below about Palworld videos in general. But are you using these glitches? Is it something you're interested in? Are you going to be playing, you know, any future DLCs that are coming out? That's kind of what I'm getting set up for, because I love this game and I absolutely want to keep playing it for my channel, and hopefully they come out with something new soon. So yeah, thank you for watching. I've been Easy. Now you guys have been awesome.